Well, Skip, she's starting to check all the boxes for me, you know, and one of the boxes was from you, can she deliver in the fourth quarter? You know, because you say she always has these great first halves, and then she seems to just fade away late in the game. Well,
she just disengages.
She just disappears, or whatever you want to call it.
Defer. Yeah.
Well, she didn't defer last night. They got her team back in the game. Unfortunately, they lost to a team they should have won. But the more and more I see Kaylin as the year goes on, man, it's just mind-boggling how the Olympic team dropped the ball on this.
You said it first.
I can't believe they left her and Angel Reese. And now look at what we're reading every week. Oh, Angel Reese just broke the double-double record all time. We're talking no, not the rookie record, the WNBA record. Oh, you know what? There's no rookie in the history of the game that's ever had a triple-double from Kaylin Clark. We've never seen this. Oh, as a matter of fact, let's just go back to yesterday. We've never seen a WNBA player score 29 points, 5 steals, 13 assists, 3 blocks,
3 and 5 rebounds.
And 5 rebounds. We've never seen that stat line in the history of the game.
In the history of the game.
And this is coming from our rookies. Yeah, they made the All-Star team, but boy, I would have loved to see them on the Olympic team. And this is the biggest ball drop that I've seen since New Year's. You know how the ball drops on New Year's? They drop the ball, the USA team, and it's a travesty. The more and more I see these two women continue to make history. Yeah, you know, she has her turnovers. I get it. Yeah, Angel Reese, she can't do some things on the court, but this is why we're watching this year, and this is why the ratings are up, and this is why I'm tuning in when one of these two come on, is because of what they're doing, making history. And it's mind-boggling that she's not going to be out in Paris. I still can't believe it. Like, I'm seriously like, I want to see these two. Is there a call we can make? Is there something can they add a couple more players? Like, seriously.
No.
Like, seriously.
Yeah,
it's a complete travesty.
She's on the alternate list, but where? I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. So,
well, because, look.
It's just like, what is it?
Is she box office?
Is she not a Nike person? I mean, what is she? Is she Nike?
Oh, that's a good question.
Is she Nike?
I don't even know.
I think she Nike.
I don't know that.
I don't know. What is it, Key?
That's a good question.
What is it, Key?
She's a Nike person.
Is she a Nike? So she's Nike.
She's Nike.
So,
come on.
Well, make it make sense. If this Nike theory is true, how come she didn't make the team? If what you're saying is true about Jalen.
Well, Jalen is the one who tweeted that night.
Well, but I'm saying, though,
if
she's a Nike girl and the most iconic girl to come into the WNBA in the history of women's basketball, why isn't she on the team?
Because they
come on, man.
But they selected.
Make it make sense.
But they selected veteran players and
make it. If this is about these brands,
she wasn't able to go through the camp.
Yeah, she wasn't able to go through the camp. I get all that.
Yeah.
You act like she ain't gonna be on 2028. That's already
she might be like, nah, y'all didn't take me now. I ain't going.
Well, that doesn't mean that's on her.
I ain't going.
But then that would be her loss. She answered your bell.
They need her.
She answered your bell in the fourth quarter.
They need them. Finally, they need her and Reese.
15 points in the fourth quarter, closed that deficit. They got it close to 3, but it never, it didn't get over that. She's doing extremely well, man. What you want me to say? I mean, she's selling out the arenas. Turnovers or whatever.
This is painful for you to talk about.
No, it's just, it's not that it's painful to talk about. It's like, what do we expect? We've seen it already. That's why I asked y'all earlier, based on the awards that's up in the ESPYs, she's going to be nominated. She's nominated. She's a nominee for Female of the Year. So I'm like, okay, she's getting everything.
Well, she became the greatest scorer in the history of all college basketball.
Everything she deserves and then some. But Paul wants to just put her on the Olympic team. I get it.
Yeah.
It sounds like that they gonna beat the team regardless, whoever they play. They're gonna beat the brakes off of them regardless. That's just the way it is.
No,
now, in terms of her game in the WNBA, it's not a finished product. Okay, her next game, she might only score 10 points and have 9 turnovers. She's continuing, just like all the rest of the young players in professional sports, to get better at what they're doing. She'll be more seasoned as time goes on. It's hard to take a rookie and throw them into the Olympics, Paul. It's just hard. It's hard. When have you ever seen that?
No, but this is not your your average rookies we have in here. They're
But
making
historic.
These are historic rookies.
But there's been other great Hall of Fame rookies, okay? That they just not going to bypass people.
But not at the popularity at this level.
But they don't need. But they don't need the popularity. They're not starving in the Olympics for the popularity.
No, this is not about the Olympics. This is about the big pie and growing the girls' game now. So now you're taking that. We just started getting interest in watching the game nationally in the U.S.
We did.
So now you take it overseas where a lot of these girls play in the off season. And they see them in these small countries. But if you could put this on a national stage now,
but it's on a national stage. You don't think people
on an international stage?
You don't think people gonna watch international?
I think if you put this girl, Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, on the USA team and let them win gold and captivate the audience.
I don't know how much they'd even get to play. Like 5, 10
just having them on the team. Okay, how about how many jersey sales?
Yeah,
will go USA. You gonna get the shoes, jerseys? This is like you just was talking about everything political. This is a political move.
You're getting the eyeballs.
This is a political move, right? And if we talking about it's a political move, Jaylen Brown not being on the USA team, then make it a political move to have Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese on the USA team.
I'm not saying
that's all I'm saying.
They couldn't make a political move if they wanted them on the team. They obviously didn't want them on the team because they felt they weren't ready.
What I'm saying, it's not about the game, because it's not about Jaylen Brown's game, and it's not about Caitlin Clark being a rookie.
It is about her being a rookie.
No,
that's why they didn't do it.
No, it has something to do with...
If she was in her third year,
this feels like more of a keeping the Isaiah Thomas off the Olympics type of deal. This kind of feels like.
Well, that was a Jordan special.
So who did that then? You talk about like a who? Who?
I mean, you know who on the Olympic teams?
Y'all crazy, man.
You know on these teams.
Oh, God, stop,
Paul. The problem with your argument, and it's a sound one, except you think Jaylen Brown is angry right now? You take off one of those established stars in the women's team, and hell hath no fury like them scoring.
They already feel that way, Skip.
Yeah.
They already feel that way. They felt that way up against Jordan, right? Yeah. When he came in, right? Oh, he got a shoe now. Oh, he got commercials. Oh, he got Gatorade. They didn't feel that way. They felt that way against Magic. Oh, he's only 21 and he got this. He just signed, a 20-year deal? This happens throughout the course of history with the great players. This happens. Okay. It just does.
All right, back to yesterday. Yes, you're both correct. I watched 7 straight Caitlin Clark second halves in which she wound up with single-digit scoring, and she's just way better than that because her team needs her to be better than that. Even though they had recently gone to Phoenix and won, which was pretty impressive, and then they came home and beat the New York Liberty at home, despite Caitlin going 0 for 6 from 3 in the second half and 0 for 4 from 3 in the fourth quarter of that game. They won almost in spite of her. And she, too much to a fault, just kept deferring and shutting it down in the second half after a big first half salvo. And I'd say, you're the greatest scorer in the history of college basketball. Just let it fly because you're just that good. Yeah. You can do this. So I loved it yesterday, and I did watch it yesterday. They fell behind by 21 points early in the fourth quarter to the Mystics. It was shameful. You're at home. That team is 5-17, and it's obviously kids hanging from the rafters to watch Caitlin. You come on now.
She's filling out the veterans on her team.
She is.
And she's like playing second fiddle, but at the same time, she's playing that passive-aggressive type
That's exactly
role.
right. That's
you
a
know
good
what
term
I'm saying?
for it. Yeah.
It's very passive-aggressive type of role until she gets to the point where, like, okay, it's officially, like, she knows it's her team, and everybody knows it's her team, but she's like, hold on, let me get through this year, because after this year, or maybe when the playoffs start, we might see her ramp up her shooting and scoring, because that's what she does.
They gonna make the playoffs?
Yeah, they're gonna make the playoffs. They should. They right there. They're teetering on 8 right now. It's only, 8 teams make the playoffs out of, like, how many teams have you at 14? 12 or 14 teams are in the WNBA. 8 of them make it. She's right at the 8th spot right now. I think
there better be some strings pulled and put them in the playoffs because you need them, right?
No, I think they'll make the
expand the
swallow your whistle.
Yeah.
I mean, more than half the teams make it, Skip.
All right. So think about, I know it's early sample size. They're just a little more than halfway through the season, but think about what a wild roller coaster ride she has been so far. It's like the world's biggest roller coaster because she is now, yesterday, she took over the lead in the WNBA in assists. She now has one more than second place. So that's pretty good for a rookie, right?
No, not pretty good.
She had 13 assists yesterday, right?
She had 13. She's had back-to-back 13. So, and those are her career highs and the high.
So now she's leading the league in assists?
She's leading the league in assists.
All right.
Okay. Yesterday she had 2 more steals, so she's 7th in steals in the league. That's pretty good, you know, for a rookie. That'll work.
For a rookie, that'll work.
She's now 2nd in 3-point makes, which is pretty good, but she's also 3rd in attempts. So she's taken, and she's not shooting. She made them yesterday, but she's at 34%, which ranks 27th in the league. Yeah,
right.
But she's figuring it out. She's starting to heat up from there.
Is she still the leader in turnovers?
Listen, is she the leader in turnovers? This is the damnedest stat I've ever heard. She is 43. Think about this. She's 43 turnovers ahead of anybody else. 43? How do you do that? 43 ahead of anybody else?
That's just what she is.
That's all right.
I didn't look at her turnovers in college, so I don't know. But maybe that's just what she. Maybe she's just a turnover machine, but everything else will balance it out.
It doesn't feel like turnover machine because they're not like wild, terrible. They're just
43 more turnovers than anybody else. What the hell you call this?
Crazy, but like Russ's turnovers, he throws it in the 7th row. She doesn't do that. She's always trying to make one, like trying to look for thread the needle, and you can't thread that needle because there are too many hands in the way.
But, is Ricky Henderson the all-time strikeouts leader?
No, steals.
Steals.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Is he strikeouts?
Strikeouts?
Oh, I don't know if he strikeout. I don't think he strikeouts.
I think
he's not a home. He wasn't a swing for the fences guy.
Yeah, he was up there, but he's one of the great players too.
Steals for sure.
Yeah.
Unless somebody passed him in recent.
Reggie Jackson.
Reggie Jackson would be a strikeout
leader. Yeah, Reggie Jackson. Okay, yeah. Reggie Jackson, right?
Brothers, both brothers, though.
Is he considered one of the? Is he considered probably one of the greatest?
Oh yeah, in October.
Mister.
Oh, that's what I'm saying though. So what are we talking about right here? I mean, turnovers.
No,
she's a passer.
I got it.
No, I'm saying
just like when you a shot blocker, you gonna get dunked on.
Balance it out.
Yeah, you gonna get dunked on.
Okay, and one other stat I got to point up because we got to give Angel her love for yesterday because she kept her double-double streak going.
Come on.
She is 34 offensive rebounds ahead of anybody else in the game. That is extraordinary.
She's a rookie.
34 ahead of anybody.
Somebody
in the
tried
league.
to tell me the reason she's getting offensive rebounds because they're hers. She's missing a lot.
No, she's going after.
I saw
somebody told me that. I don't know who it was.
But I'll take
I was like, what difference does it make? What difference does it make?
Yeah, I'll take them too.
And by the way, she had to make a free throw with 6 seconds left yesterday to get to 10 points to keep the streak alive. So that was it. And then she did make the second one to get to 11. But that was the one that she really needed, was that one.
That was what, a 13th in a row?
14th in a row. 14 double-doubles, WNBA record.
Yeah.
I mean, it just don't make sense that these 2 women aren't on the Olympic team.
Man, be quiet about the Olympics. Pay some bills.
Yeah, here we
That's
go.
crazy.
Thanks for watching, Undisputed fans. Do you want more highlights from the show? Make sure to click that subscribe button for all the exclusive content from Undisputed.